Your cat freezes mid-step, stares at a completely empty patch of wall, and doesn't move for a full minute. Creepy, right? Now here's the strange part. Your dog does the exact same thing. Same blank stare, same frozen posture, same empty wall. Two completely different species doing the exact same thing. But as we're about to find out, for almost opposite reasons. In this video, we're breaking down what's actually happening inside each brain during the stare, and when it's normal versus when it's worth a vet visit. Let's start with cats, since their version of the stare is the one people find spookiest. A cat's eyes are built for one job above all others, detecting motion, especially the kind made by small, fast prey. Cats can see subtle flickers of movement that are completely invisible to the human eye. Dust particles catching light, tiny insects, even shifts in shadow. So when your cat stares at nothing, there's a good chance it's actually tracking something real. Just something too small or too fast for you to notice. Cats can also hear frequencies far beyond human range, up to 64,000 hertz compared to our roughly 20,000 hertz ceiling. That means a cat staring at a wall might be locked onto a sound coming from inside the wall itself. Mice, pipes settling, even electrical hum. There's also a physiological reason. A cat's third eyelid and wide pupils are built to stay perfectly still and locked on target during a hunting sequence. In the wild, this stillness is a survival tool. Sudden movement while stalking prey means a missed meal. Domestic cats never lost that instinct. So for cats, the stare usually means one thing. Something real is there. A bug, a sound, a shadow, and the cat's brain is locked into predator mode. Now let's flip to dogs, because their stare comes from a completely different place. Dogs also have excellent hearing and can detect sounds humans can't, but their stare is far more often connected to something else. Emotional state, not prey detection. One major cause: dogs pick up on your own body language and scent changes long before you consciously notice anything is different. If you're stressed, sick, or even about to have a mood shift, your dog may stare at a fixed point simply while processing an unusual signal it picked up from you. Another cause is far less mysterious. Dogs get genuinely absorbed in a smell trail. Standing still and staring is often just how a dog processes an interesting scent. Unlike cats, dogs rely on scent as their primary sense. So a dog staring at nothing is very often actually smelling something intensely. There's also a behavioral cause unique to dogs: boredom or understimulation. A dog with nothing to do may zone out and stare simply because there's nothing better to focus on. So for dogs, the stare is usually about emotional processing, scent tracking, or simple boredom. A completely different mechanism from the cat's predator lock-on. Let's put both explanations side by side, because the contrast is honestly one of the coolest things in animal behavior. Cat stare, driven by superior motion detection and ultrasonic hearing, rooted in ancient predator instinct. Dog stare, driven by scent absorption, emotional attunement to you, or simple boredom, almost entirely social and sensory, not predatory. Now here's an important question. When should you actually be concerned about the stare in either species? For cats, watch for staring combined with disorientation, walking into walls, or circling. These can be signs of a neurological issue and deserve a vet visit. For dogs, watch for repetitive staring at the same spot over and over across days, especially combined with pacing or snapping at the air. This pattern can indicate compulsive behavior, or rarely, seizure activity. If either pattern shows up, the fix isn't guessing. It's a vet visit. Everything else in this video describes completely normal behavior. Outside of those warning signs, an occasional stare at nothing is just a Tuesday. Completely normal for both species. Now, here's the one thing cats and dogs actually have in common in all of this, despite their different reasons. Both species have sensory systems dramatically more sensitive than ours. Better hearing, better smell. In the cat's case, better motion detection too. So every single time either of your pets stares at nothing, the honest answer is, it's probably not nothing. It's something your senses simply can't access. That's actually kind of humbling if you think about it. Sharing a home with two creatures who are constantly perceiving a layer of reality you can't. So next time your cat locks onto an empty wall, that's probably a bug, a sound, or a shadow only they can detect. And next time your dog freezes mid-walk and stares off, that's probably a scent trail, a read on your mood, or just genuine boredom. Same behavior on the surface. Completely different brains underneath. That's the beauty of sharing your home with two different species. This is exactly the kind of comparison we want to keep exploring on this channel. Same question asked to both a cat and a dog with two very different answers. If you have both a cat and a dog and you've caught them both doing this at the same time, you know exactly how strange it looks in person. Let us know in the comments. Which one does it more in your house, your cat or your dog? If this comparison helped you understand your pets a little better, share it with another multi-pet household. They'll want to know this too. Subscribe for more cat and dog behavior science every week. Same show, same two characters, always both sides of the story.